Okay, so this one is not so much a lesson as just sort of a demonstration of the various techniques that I showed in the previous tutorial. So just getting that base head structure in there. Okay. So when I'm working with the brush, I'm working pretty much the same way that I would work with the shape tool. And the hairs that are further down on the side of the head, those ones, I'm making those go straight down, and I slowly work my way up. So it kind of starts out looking a little bald in the beginning. Actually, I want to change the color of this hair. So I'm going to lock my transparency. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. There, let's just throw in a new layer. Okay, let's do that again. So there's a hair at the bottom, at the base, and then you work your way up. And let's boost up the brightness of those hairs. Okay. As I work my way up, I'm using progressively lighter and lighter hairs. Then I alternate between using light and dark. Lightest hairs in the front, but I'm gonna probably paint over those and get the darker hairs in the back. So I work back to front. So now I'm basically painting all the hairs in the back. And I'll lighten it up and work my way from back to front. So I need a dark color in there. Got to work in the back and then work forward. Always working back to front. So each brush stroke is essentially, a chunk of hair. And then finally I add, the brightest hairs up in the front. These are the highlights. And only a few. If I have hair that curves, like so, whoops, hang on. If I have a piece of hair that kind of dips down like this, then I'll have to put two highlights on it. I'll have to put one, around here, and I'll have to put one down there as well. So top and bottom. Oops. hairs in the back. Changing the color once in a while is nice because it breaks up the hair. Makes it so it's not so flat. Then I can go dark again. So you can see that there's a ring here. There's like in the back where these hairs, they're going concave in there, right? So this is sort of the crown right there, and then there's a ring in front, right? The reason this is happening is because if I just use a regular brush, I'll show you how this works. Right, you have a donut shape like this, then the donut, you're going to have lighting in the front here plus lighting in the back there. But then in here is sort of where you get that crevice hole. So you can see the donut effect here on the hair. There's where the donut is, and you can see where I've placed the highlight. So that's why those highlights are placed in those exact locations. If you're using a program like Paint Tool Sai or TV Paint Animation, which has brush smoothing, by all means use it, turn it on. And you can really make or break the hair from being all kind of scraggly. I'm just going to see if I can light the hair slightly, in the front. Even the lighting, I change colors. So striated brushes, that would be these brushes which, make you a lot of stripes like that. They're kind of a must-have. They really make things a lot easier. Try another one. Okay, if you don't have a stripey brush, then at the very least, a good, hard circle brush can do it as well. It won't look exactly like hair, but this is more of a cartoony look. I need to recenter my canvas. And do the same for this one over here. Oops, wrong layer. There. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just put that bit back. Oh, that somehow drifted. Why is it snapping back? Because the layer was locked, that's why. And then once again, change colors. And then, up here, this is a different shape, reflection. So that. And it's not brightening up. For some reason or other, this brush isn't brightening up. Oh, no wonder why. Yeah, okay, so that would be the reflection shape now. Each one of these pieces of hair has their own reflection. And you kind of have to clue in on where to put those reflections. If you don't do it right, it won't look very good. And then if you want, if this area is looking too, dense and dark and nothing's coming out of it, then, you need a slightly brighter color to pull out. So, oops, it's too bright now. All right, so you can pull out of that with another one. Actually, I should just show you here. All right, this is what I'm doing with my brush strokes. I have a big black ball here. I can, all right, you need to increase pressure but decrease brush size at the same time. So whichever program you happen to be using, I'm using TVP Animation Pro. You'll have to figure a way to mess with your brush settings to get it to do this. Okay, so that's generally what's happening with the hair. And in this case, I'm just going to lock the transparency on that. Once again, you kind of have to pay attention to, where the light's coming from. Just to get those layers and to get that effect of shadowing and form. And that's it.